So please, let us welcome to the Professor Kamal Kanth from Sculini University.
Fuerte aplauso para el profesor, por favor.
So good morning. Okay. So good morning, Dubai. Good morning, DXN. Wow. Thank you very much. So just 1 minute. Yogi brother. That slide changer is there. Okay, so, wow, thank you very much for this wonderful introduction. So, well, when I started with this all, when I started with my PhD and when I started the courses on direct selling in the university, I never thought that it would become so big. I never thought it would take me across the world talking to global leaders like you all. So I firmly believe that whenever God has to do something big, and I believe that this is a big step towards professionalism in direct selling. So whenever God has to do something big, it has to choose a human being to do it. He cannot do it himself. So he chose me for this noble cause. For this, I am forever grateful to God, right? Okay. So, agenda. So we'll be talking about what is the evolution? Where did this thought came from? I'll talk about a center of excellence that we have developed at Sculini University. Why academics in direct selling? So generally, we have a thought that direct selling is a field wherein no education is required. So why are we trying to bring education into direct selling? Are we not trying to bring in an entry barrier? So we'll talk about a little bit about that. And way forward, what is there for you? And what do we expect from you? Okay. A little bit of background. So 2011, direct selling was going through a very bad phase of time in India. And at that point of time, I entered Sculini University. And the purpose was very clear. Like 2002, I was associated with direct selling, and I was doing pretty well in direct selling, and I saw my future in direct selling. But when 2001, direct selling was going through a very bad phase, the leaders, the owners of the companies were getting arrested, I thought to myself, and my future looked to be in darkness. And I thought to myself, what to do next? When I got into Sculini and I started my research, my PhD, the question was very clear. So I wanted to get into the roots of direct selling. I wanted to understand whether this was actually a legitimate industry or not. And at the end of 5 years of my study, when I completed my PhD, I found out that direct selling is a wonderful industry, but of course it is being misled by some few fraudsters. Okay. So CEDSA is Center of Excellence for Direct Selling in Academics. It's the first center of excellence in the entire Asia which conducts research on direct selling. Why do we conduct research on direct selling? Because we want to find out the truth of direct selling. Whenever there is a confusion, people used to say sun revolves around the earth or earth revolves around the sun. And then there was research and everything was solved. There is sun at the center, then planets revolve around it, and there are satellites, moons revolve around the planets. And when truth speaks, everyone is silent. So we are trying to bring out the truths of direct selling so that there is no confusion. after that, right? We want to establish direct selling as a dignified and a sought-after profession. What is meant by dignified? Dignified means whenever a child chooses direct selling as a career, his father should be proud to say that my son is a direct seller, which probably it is not today, right? So what we are trying to do, another example, I'll give a small example. Earlier also there used to be medical practitioners, but then they would treat a person through herbs or something like that. But then, over a period of time, there were some fraudulent people who entered the profession. And then someone thought about it and he professionalized medical profession, and then there were doctors. So likewise, direct selling today is in a position wherein it is not formal. What we are trying to do is to provide structure and professionalism to direct selling. We are trying to carry direct selling from passion towards a formal profession, just like a doctor, an engineer, or an advocate, right? Okay, Shulini University, #1 private university in India. You can search through it. It is a wonderful university which does research. And the good thing about it is we are doing research on direct selling as well. And we are the first university in the entire Asia to offer specialized courses on direct selling. We provide MBA and BBA in direct selling, which are the first ones, right? MBA, BBA, it is completely online, 100% online. Anyone can do it. Available for international students as well. Coursework, the history of direct selling, sales, entrepreneurship, everything. Your leaders have taught you everything about it, right? But there is another angle to it. What the scientists are doing, what the research is being conducted around direct selling. So that is what we bring to the table, right? I can assure you that once anyone goes through the course, he will have an understanding which will keep him like, which will make him more aware or knowledgeable about direct selling than 99% of the direct sellers. Who are the people who are teaching it? Professor Vasu Palai is one of the teachers. Irony of education is that people who have never been into sales sometimes are teaching sales. But it is not like that at our courses. So the top leaders, the top trainers, researchers of direct selling are teaching it. Professor Vasu, again, is one of our guest faculty. This is first batch. You can see the smiles. We'll skip this. What is your role? What do I expect? Why I am here is because I want to sow a small seed into your minds that you can also think about bringing this change or taking this initiative forward to your countries. And especially I would request my fellow leaders sitting in the front that if you can take this initiative to your countries, if you can formalize direct selling, it will be a big boost, and we would recognize direct selling as a profession rather than just a random job, occupation. Another thing is, you can also take the courses. Of course, it's online for everyone, and you will be a contributor towards the net, like a noble cause. I'm sharing a dream. I'm not coming here. I've not come here to sell my courses over here. I'm here to share a dream. The dream is that one day, hundreds of universities all across the world would be teaching direct selling. And once that happens, we'll get people, we'll get students who will come out and take an informed decision. And when one takes an informed decision, he'll join good companies like DXN, right? Rather than falling prey to some Ponzi schemes. So it is our responsibility as a responsible direct seller to protect those innocent people who are falling prey to some Ponzi schemes, some fraudulent schemes, who are operating under the guise of direct selling. It is our responsibility, right? And it's a dream that direct selling would become a privileged profession, just like an advocate or a doctor or an engineer, right? This is a slide. If you want to take, you can take a picture of this. These are admission helpline numbers. And if anyone is interested, so they can just go through it, right? Moving on, I firmly believe that a noble hand always supports a noble cause. You can see in the background, it is the World Federation of Direct Selling Association newsletter. So Shulini University Center of Excellence was in the newsletter. It is being circulated all across the direct selling fraternity in 170 countries. Again, moving to that, because we started with a noble intent. I've been around with like DXN family. I was in the Ranchi as well, and here as well, since last 2-3 days, listening to the most powerful speakers over here, your leaders. I can say with the, like, I've been traveling and I've been speaking across all direct selling companies, all major direct selling companies in the world. So I can tell you with all my integrity, all my sincerity, I am a researcher and I only speak truth. I can tell you that DXN is one of the best company, if not the best. I can tell you your leadership, you talk about Prajit ji, Jijit ji, Salim ji, and Rafiq ji, Divya Jyoti ji, they are like the best team I've ever seen. They're so sincere in their efforts. Your leaders, I was listening to the speeches of your leaders, what energy, what motivation, like, they are the best, right? So you are in the right hands, and may God bless you. Thank you very much for having me here. It's a proud privilege. Bye-bye, everyone. All the best. Thank you.